What's up? What's up? Happy Mother's Day to all the family. You know I don't do all these holidays, but I figured I'd go on and just drop a little something for the mothers. I was thinking out loud, thinking to myself that, you can't eat a whole pie in one day. So you gotta do it one slice at a time. So with that said, as much as I don't want to do these holidays, as much as I don't want to bear witness and give accolades or applause, because again, I try to give all the women I know their respect and their props all during the year. I will say Happy Mother's Day on this day, and I wish the best for all of you mothers that's put the time in to raise, to speak, teach, instruct, feed, protect, provide for the children, old and young. Again, I salute you. Thank you for all that you've done, you do, and you continue to do as mothers. The world is a better place because we have mothers. Again, I thank you. With that said, and I said earlier, you can't eat a whole cake in one day. So it's one slice at a time. And I said it to say this again, that as much as I want to see change for this country, for our people, it doesn't happen overnight. So I just take my one slice, my one day at a time. Moving on to more pressing issues. This is probably my first live broadcast since on that resurrection piece I've been dealing with, as far as resurrection in the African American, and how Jesus saw he was able to identify the system of white supremacy or white male domination. They didn't call it that back then. They called it the Roman Empire. And let me just say this. I think the last time I spoke to the viewers, subscribers, readers, listeners, whether you're Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, Twitter, it doesn't make a difference. I think I was trying to show the connection between Romulus and Remus, the two twins that were lost in the woods, that was found by a wolf. It was gold. It was cared for until they was refound by their parents. And from these two twins, you have the Roman Empire. If you just do a Google search, Romulus and Remus, who were they? They are mythological figures, but in that time period, in that day, Romulus and Remus were the quintessential talk of the day. They were mythical, like talking about Hercules, Zeus. They was mythological. And I'm just trying to just connect the dots that, look, we've been given this Jesus that's allegedly meek, weak, humble, but not a revolutionary. And let me be very clear. The misrepresentation of Jesus has been going on for so long that we have bought into this image that we're supposed to be weak, meek, humble, and lowly. But let me just say something to you right now. You don't kill somebody that's weak, meek, humble. You had to have been a radical, revolutionary, a man of change to be on that cross, to be crucified. I want to connect these dots. We've seen we've seen meek and humble, and they was killed. Prime example, you have Martin Luther King. He was the quintessential 20th century meek, humble, convicted, outspoken against the system for civil rights. And guess what happened to him? He was killed. We have also Malcolm X, who was not weak, who was humble, but he was convicted. He had convictions. He was strong. He fought for human rights. And what did they do to him? They killed him. So we have two examples in the 20th century. two examples in the 20th century of brothers who was meek, brothers who was humble, brothers who were strong, brothers who just wanted the best for their people, who wanted fairness across the board, who wanted liberation, who wanted justice, who wanted equality, and we know what happened to them. They were killed. So that's why I say that Jesus, whoever you call him, could not be the description of the man that we are allegedly worshiping today. Could not be. He just couldn't be. He couldn't be weak. You don't kill weak people. Weak people you keep around, you know why? So they can infect other people. Jesus had to be a strong, black like me, with long locks, or he was a Nazarene. So he had to have long hair like me. He had to be strong. You don't kill weak people. You keep weak people around to infect the rest of the people. So again, this is why it's so important that I connect these dots. Do your own personal research. But we have to connect the dots and change this narrative that's been given to us by our WMD brethren and our black ministers who are pushing this colonial Christianity by way of plantation preaching. Okay? Trust me, I'm pretty sure there's other brothers that are speaking on this issue like myself, but they more so speak it in circles among themselves. They're not actually putting it out here in the opening. I'm putting it out here for the viewers, for the readers, for the subscribers to see, because at the end of the day, we got to free ourselves from this mental slavery. We've got to free ourselves from this plantation preaching and this colonial Christianity. We have to, family. Again, I'm going to say it again. In the day of Rome, in Roman period, you don't crucify weak people. He had to have been somebody who was a threat to the system. And let me just say this. Such a beautiful day. Got the helicopters out here. I gotta wave at them. They could be, trying to take me out. Right over my head. Let me see something. I gotta, let me see. I was gonna try to, but anyway. Look. If you was a Jew, if you was a Jewish person back in the 1st century, every Jewish family wanted a boy. They wanted a boy child. Just do some research. Go to Judaism 101. Just type in Judaism 101. It's going to pull up what it is like to be a Jew, the requirements of the Jew, what they believe. And they believe this. Every child, every mother, every son was hoping for a male. Why? Because they was hoping that their child will be the one who will break the bands, the bondage of the Roman Empire over the nation. Think about it. Who else is still running the damn show right now? How about the clip and fall? Tell me, who? Thanks, Deborah. Me too. If they come back, they're doing a psyops on me. You know what I'm saying? They're taking pictures. He's outside. He's outside. Take him out now. Take him out now. Okay. So look, again, the Jewish community, every member wanted to have a son. Why? Because they was tired of the Romans taxing them for everything. They taxed the water, they taxed their food, they taxed clothing, they taxed your property. Just like in the 21st century, they taxed everything. And they was looking for a deliverer to come and to deliver them from the oppressive rule of the Romans. So let's fast forward to the colonialism. What changed? What has changed? You got like 19th century colonialism? 14th century colonialism? What changed? What changed was this. I think I'm moving too fast. Because I want to get this in a way and they will follow up. But look, go to Judaism 101. You could be a Muslim. You can be a Christian. Find out what they believe before you just swallow everything that our Christian preachers have been preaching for years. You know, most Christian preachers, black anyway, probably don't even understand Jewish culture. They leave it up to their pastors to go to school or their ministers to go to school so they can tell them what to do, tell them what to think. Think about it. Think about it. They're no more different than the Catholic Church. Because most Catholic church members, they just take the word of the priest. That's it. Same thing in Christian circles. They take the word of the priest without doing the research. And that's why I'm doing the research. Because I want you to do the research for yourself. Because we live in the information age. I challenge you right now to do your own research. Because at the end of the day, we have to change this narrative. We've got to change how we see these scriptures. Because how we seeing it is not working for us. It ain't working for white folks. And it's not working for black folks. It's just not. So again, family, please, just do a little research. Just do a little research. And let me go off topic for 1 second and deal with this issue of white rage. Family, please, I just posted a Sean King article from Charleston, Virginia on last night. The white folks are protesting white rage. I mean, the tearing down of the monuments of Confederate leaders and presidents. And let me tell you something. I'm going to go on record right now because I've been saying this. The underbelly of resentment, of hate, from Rhode Island to California is real. It's just not pockets of West Virginia, pockets of Wyoming, pockets of North Carolina. We have a lot of our white brethren right now that down the Trump's in office, they feel emboldened to attack black people. And I'm telling you, white rage is just like road rage, but it's more specific. It targets us. So please, and these are people who read the Bible. Do you hear me? These are Bible believer, Bible-toting white folks who believe that they have a right, that they was ordained by God, that God has smiled on their people to do what they're doing. They believe in manifest destiny. They believe that, family. And they believe that black people are subhuman. Yes, not all of them, but the majority do. Ask your white friends. What do they talk about when we're not around? That's the question you ask. What do the average white person talk about when black folks are not around? You gotta ask that question. So again, making the connection. I just want the believers, I want the readers, the subscribers to do just a little research on this whole radical Jesus, this whole Jesus who we've misrepresented. He is not meek. He is not weak. He is not no give it to Jesus and don't do nothing about it. I don't even understand this person. You don't just go inside no money changes and flip over tables and start whipping folks' tail. You don't do that. I don't know this person who can just flip over. I tell you what, let me go into a church right now, up the street, around the corner, any black church, and decide to take out my belt and when they raising their offering and start flipping those tables. What's going to happen to me? Will somebody tell me what's going to happen to me if I go to, let me go to a mega church, let me go to T.D. Jakes' church right now and take off my belt at offering time and decide to flip his table over and say, y'all stealing from the people. What do you think will happen to me? They gonna run my tail out that church, have me arrested, put me in jail, have me do a psychological evaluation, say I'm crazy. That's why I say that Jesus you looking for, that one you think gonna come back that everybody keep talking about, you're looking for the wrong one. Most people looking for that Jesus to come back who's gonna wear a collar, with a purple shirt, with a black suit on, with a chain in his lapel. That's what y'all looking for. Because the one who, if he's the one who's scheduled to come back, if he come back, he gonna look like some out of a Osama bin Laden video. And trust me when I tell you, if he wearing those same rags that Osama was wearing when he was out there in those caves of Pakistan, let him try to come back and say he's the God. They're gonna have him sent for a psychological evaluation. I don't believe these preachers believe what they're saying these days. I don't. They can't. You cannot preach a revolutionary Jesus and make him up to be weak. How do you preach a Jesus that's emasculating the men, that's castrating men, that's taking the power from men to fight and protect their women? I don't understand this. Somebody need to help me out. I know brothers who want to protect their families, but I know women who don't want their men to go to jail. So then they say, well, give it to Jesus. It's almost like a sunken place. It's almost like you say the word Jesus and then you automatically just go back to sleep. It's like that little teacup in Get Out. Just say Jesus and you go back to sleep. I'm telling some of y'all, you need to take a break from church for a second, because a lot of us in that sunken place. Because just to turn Jesus just bring about a cool calmness about you when you should be pissed off, to be angry, to be fired up. Okay? So look, I'm gonna come back and follow up on this. I wanted to hit y'all because I'm kind of busy today, but I need to get this in because I missed last week. But look here, hit share, hit share, hit share. Think about what I said. Do just a little history of the Jewish. Just go to Judaism 101 and see for yourself that the Jews were looking and are still looking for a man to come and break the rule over their head. But then again, I'm questioning that because now the 21st century children of Israel over there in Israel, they got nuclear weapons, they got tanks, they got soldiers, they got bombs, but they in cahoots, but they walking side by side with the same system that's supposed to be destroying them. Think about that. Think about that. How is you looking for your Messiah to come, but you in cahoots with America? You in cahoots with the Catholic Church? The same ones that you're trying to break the stronghold off of you? Think about that. Come on, man. Come on. I mean, it's like truth in plain sight. I'm not understanding that. I'm not understanding that you're looking for a Messiah to come to break the bands over your head, but you're in cahoots. You get now you're getting $35 billion a year from America. And when you understand how this whole European system is set up, or white male domination is set up, let me give you a little example. America is the military arm of WMD culture. Okay? Britain is the government arm of WMD culture. And the Catholic Church is the religious arm of WMD culture. Let me say this again. France don't need a military. Britain don't need a military. Australia don't need one. You know why? Because they have America. America is bigger than all of them. But if you mess with Australia, you mess with Britain, you mess with France, you mess with any of the white male-dominant cultures, you're going to have to deal with the military might of America, who defends WMD culture. The Catholic Church is the religion of WMD culture. Because mind you, let me just to be clear. Remember, Christianity didn't come out of Europe. It came out of Africa. So how is it that the Catholic Church are the authorities on all things religious to the Christian when it didn't come out of a Christian setting? That's why I said in a previous video, when Jesus called that woman a dog, he said, look, I know who you are. You're from Romulus and Remus tribe. She said, yes, but even the dogs don't mind the crumbs to fall from your feet. I didn't say that. She said that. He called her a dog. So look, again, family, I just need y'all to think. I need you to think. I need you to think what's going on. Because we under attack. We at war. I had a thought today. I say it's kind of hard to be in celebration mode when you're at war. I've never seen no soldier celebrating when he in war. My brothers who's gone to Desert Storm or Desert whatever, Desert Storm or Desert Shield or Vietnam War, when all these holidays came, they was on their post. You know, they didn't acknowledge these holidays. They knew the holidays was happening, but they was at war. I'm trying to show you, man, I'm in war. I'm trying to survive. I'm trying to wake up the minds of the black community and let the WMD culture know that somebody is on to you, on to what you're doing, what you're saying. And I realized that the message is more important than the man. Kill the messenger, but keep the message going. And I mean that. It's one thing I learned doing this whole piece. Look, I could have left the department and rode off into the sunset and been quiet and enjoy, you know, the retirement life and don't say nothing, you little parties and chill. No. You can't see what I've seen for the last 20-some years and be silent. That's selfishness. Can't do that. I'm sorry. No, I got to say something. So again, I'm gonna follow up on this because this is real serious. I'm gonna follow up on this because I want you guys to realize the importance of looking at this whole WMD different, looking at our situation different, looking at Jesus different, looking at the preachers different. I mean, look, I don't mind you going to church getting your calisthenics on, getting your exercise on, but when you come out the church, can you walk away with a message to embolden you, to empower you, not just to give you enough strength to go another Sunday? That sounds like somebody on crack, somebody on some type of drug. I just need to get through this week to make it the next week. You sound like you are addicted. You sound like you need a fix. That ain't no church. That's some type of, somebody getting high on crack or marijuana, some weed. So please, family, again, I thank all y'all that tuned in. I'm going to come back and follow this thing up. I want to talk off the top of my head because sometimes, you sit down, you get the information before you, like, okay, well, you don't know where to go with it. But right now, I'm into some serious thought right now. Serious thought. Again, I appreciate you. Share this. JuanJohn2now@gmail.com. Write me. You know what I'm saying? You want to send a donation? Send it. GoFundMe.com/real-talk-TJI. I gotta go. I got things to do. I'm traveling soon, so but I needed to share with you guys. Thank you for tuning in, and don't forget to hit those likes. You know what I'm saying? The likes let me know that you're still listening. But again, thank you all. I'm gonna repost this. Have a blessed day. I'm gonna try to hit you back later on. I see you all. Thanks. Much love. Peace.